everyone! So today we're going to do a cake pop recipe. Yay! Okay, it's Halloween time and we know that a lot of us like something sweet. I know my husband does and he's already thinking about what can he get. So I figured I'd make some cake pop recipe. This is going to be chocolate cake pops and you can actually make them in 3 different flavors. One is going to be white chocolate and I'm using Lily's baking chocolate. So white chocolate, the other one's going to be just simple milk chocolate, and finally it's going to be chocolate salted caramel flavor. Yum! So I know that another thing that I'm changing actually in this recipe is that instead of using peanut butter, which most people are either allergic to or because it has a lot of mold, we kind of want to avoid having a lot of peanut butter unless you know the source and you know where it's coming from. So what I'm using instead is this, oh my god, this is pecan butter. It is so delicious and creamy, so I highly suggest trying it. The best thing right now is that today is Prime Day and so is tomorrow, so you're gonna have a chance to actually grab all these goodies for a lower price. Hopefully they have a deal going on. If not, then save the link and go back to it because you are going to want to get these things so you can make these delicious cake pops. I'm also gonna actually leave this down below in the link. So what you can actually also have are these colors, and these are natural colors without additives or preservatives. They're not chemical colors, they're plant-based colors, and I absolutely love these nature food colors, so you can actually have fun with them for kids too. So let's say you were having a baby shower and you can have some for a baby boy, you can have blue carrot cake pops, you can do yellow, you can do for a baby girl, you can do some pink. You can have fun and you can actually mix these to come up with some fun colors. So there's a lot of different ways you can do this. I hope that you enjoyed this recipe and I can't wait to see what you're gonna make. Make sure to tag me at Simply Supercharged, so I'd love to see what you're creating with this recipe and how you are implementing this in your lifestyle and introducing them to your loved ones. Okay, so I think we've covered everything up here for now. I'm gonna list what you need to make this recipe right along me so that you can as well. And I will see you soon in the next part when we're starting this delicious recipe. 3/4 cup almond flour, 3/4 cup whey protein, 1/2 cup cacao powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, pinch of salt, mix well. Set aside. Time for the wet ingredients. 3 eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/2 cup ripple milk, 2 tablespoons delicious pecan butter. Okay, mix well. Okay, so we have the wet ingredients. We're finished mixing the egg mixture and we had this set aside. Now we're gonna just mix them together. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients since it's a bigger bowl too. Okay, so I forgot a step. I realized I forgot to put the sugar in there. So this is 1/2 cup of Swerve and we're just gonna add it. Slow start is good because this is confectioner Swerve and it tends to fly everywhere. Okay, so the texture looks great. This is how it looks like at the end and ready to go in the pan. Okay, so the cake is ready and to go in the oven at 350 degrees for 24 to 28 minutes. So at 24 minutes, we're going to check it with a toothpick to see if the toothpick comes out dry. Okay, let's start the timer. So while the cake is baking, I wanted to talk a little bit about the benefits of this recipe. In general, it's made of healthier fats and it has more protein than just the fat as well. It's very low in carb, so it has a minimal effect on your insulin, or it has a lower effect on your insulin than if you just ate something else that was full of sugar. And yes, sometimes if you're okay and you're metabolically healthy, then that's something you can have. But if you are someone like me on a journey to still get healthier and you react to sugar, then I highly recommend trying this because it's a great recipe. It's delicious, it's moist, it's soft, and you can have fun with it. Okay, so it's been 24 minutes. I took the cake out. I'm just gonna quickly check if it actually is cooked or not. All we need to do is take a toothpick, and we're just going to pop it in the middle and see if it actually got cooked. Wow, wow. Okay, look at this. There's nothing on the toothpick. That means it's clean and it's cooked. Perfect. Now we're gonna just let it cool before we go and crumble it down. Okay, so basically what we're doing now, the cake is cooled. All we're gonna do is we're gonna crumble it up. So we're just gonna break it in half and we're just gonna crumble the cake. Okay, so just want to make sure that the cake is crumbled down. So in case you get little pieces if the cake has hardened on the top, then we want to take that part out. We just want to keep the softer parts in here. Otherwise, you're going to spend a long time trying to just break them down. I would highly recommend though that you cut the cake in 3 sections and do it that way, because I've noticed that comes out better. After the cake has been crumbled, so I did half of it, and then we're gonna take half cup of milk chocolate chips, and we're going to microwave them. Okay, 45 seconds later, this is what the chocolate looks like. Now we're just gonna add this into the cake. Now we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of microwave coconut oil as well. And we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. Okay, so now we're just creating little balls and pressing it together, because there's a good amount of fat in there that's holding this together, and then this looks like a perfect ball. Just place it. Just took these out of the freezer so I can show you. These are now, it's harder to dip them in the chocolate if they're not set. So you want to make sure that you freeze them and that you have done that part. So let's get started. What I'm going to do is we're going to take one of these sticks and we're going to dip it in here, so that we can come here, hold it together, and just try to see if you can push it in. That way, push it in as much as you can. So now that it's on the stick, it'll be easier to dip in the chocolate. Okay, so just dip in the chocolate, and voila. You can have it just like that. This is quite a big cake pop, but literally, I would set it down. There are stands that you can put these cake pops on and let them dry. Since I don't have a cake stand, it's kind of hard to set them. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lay them down. Okay, time to do some white chocolate. Okay, so we have completed coating them, and then you have to refrigerate them. So after you're done refrigerating them, take them out and then you can decorate them. So a simple way for Halloween is you can have fun and just make them little ghosts. All I did was take some chocolate chips, milk chocolate or dark chocolate, and make them like an eye. And then you can get a little creative and make them like a little mini ghost skeleton. I'd have to work a lot on my art for this, but we do have just simple, plain cake pops. These are delicious. They are so good. And I'm about to make some coffee so I can have one. I love cake pops, and I've tried a couple from Starbucks, and I know they are sugary, so I always tend to avoid eating anything sugary, so I try to always make an alternative, healthier ones. These are literally 2 net grams of carbs per cake pop, so have fun. They're actually very filling, so you are, 1 or 2 cake pops at most, you're gonna get full, and mostly they're healthy fats and clean ingredients, so you don't have to worry about if your kids are eating it or you're eating it. Just make sure, whatever plan you're on, just follow along. And these are perfect treats for when you are ready. Okay, let me make some coffee and let's do some taste test. Okay, so coffee is here, and not sure which one I should try. I'm usually a chocolate fan, so I'm going to chip right in one of these caramel chocolate. They can be hard to tell though if you're doing milk and caramel. The only way to tell is if you try them. So let's try one. So good. Wow, these are delicious. Came out perfect. I guess I should try other ones too. Okay, so have fun. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being here. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to turn your bell on so you can get notification every week when the videos go live. With gratitude and love, I hope you have an amazing week.